Hello, Larry here. Today we're going to demonstrate a circular pocket. We have 1/2 inch honeycomb material that we want to remove the top layer and leave the bottom layer in place and excavate all of the honeycomb material inside. With AvCam, the automatic toolpath feature will place the toolpath inside of the drawn lines on any layer that is not named outside. So in this particular file, we want a 1/2 inch hole in the middle, and the pocketed area we want to be 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is first in QCAD here, I'm going to select layer number 2. Now layer number 2 will place the toolpath inside. I'm going to select circle, and I'm going to make a circle with diameter. I'm going to tell QCAD to make a 1/2 inch diameter hole, and now we need to place that. I just happen to have a set of crosshairs placed on my file origin, so that's what I'm going to use. These particular lines are on the bezel layer, and we will not turn those on in AvCam, so right now that's just a visual reference. So now this hole is going to create a hole that is 1/2 inch diameter all the way through the material. Now we want to do our 1 inch pocket around here. So we need to set up a new layer called pocket, and 4 digits indicating the number of thousandths that we want to cut below the surface. So I want to cut 470 thousandths below the surface is going to be our pocket. So now we just need another circle, make this 1 inch diameter, again just centered on the origin. So I have this 1 inch circle on the pocket 0470 layer, and this 1/2 inch hole on the layer 2, and so the toolpath will cut on the inside all the way through. Now all we have to do is save it, and I already had file number 1 set up, 1.dxf set up as the file, so I just saved that. Hit alternate tab to bring up AvCam, open up file number 1. Nothing's showing on the screen, so we highlight layer 2 and pocket 0470. We're going through 1/2 inch material, so I'm going to do this in 2 passes. First of all, I need to set up our operating mode, which is going to be auto toolpath. The settings can be found in either clicking the speed status on the lower left, or from the cut dialog we can open it up from there, or we can open up the settings from the settings menu, or move settings. It all opens up the same thing. The thing that we want to look at here is the cutting depth. We're going to do this in 2 passes, so I want 0.50, that's our thickness of our material. We're going to do 2 passes. Now we're going to add a finish cut of 0.030, which makes sure we cut clean through on the bottom. So we've got our 2 passes already. We've got those settings now. All I have to do is hit the S key or cut dialog simulate, and that'll happen real fast. Let's slow that down a little bit, and we can see exactly what happens. Okay, now it's cutting the inside hole, 2 passes. Now it's cutting the pocket, and you see it's at -0.2370, and now it's doing the 0.470 pass. Now this is in simulation. So what we're going to do now is switch over to video and look to see what happens on the actual cut. We have a 3/16 end mill loaded, and we have the end mill sitting on top of the material, and this is a situation where you want a fairly accurate Z-axis setting. So I've got it setting right on top of the material, at the position where I want the center of the hole to be. This is going to be our work 0. So we come over here to AvCam, and we see that the X is showing 0.3943 and Y and so on. So I'm going to hit Z once, twice, and enter. Now our Z is set at 0. We've got minus 0.5 as our cut depth. We got 2 passes and 30 thousandths as a finish cut allowance. We'll hit exit on the Z control dialog. Now all we need to do is set our X and Y 0 or work 0. I'm going to hit the R key and enter. So now X and Y are both 0. We'll simulate. There's our simulation. That's the second pass on the pocket. So all we'd have to do is hit cut. Our cutting is green. If there was a problem with the simulation, it would be red. All we've got to do is hit cut. Now normally I've got the coolant turned on, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to leave it off. I can just I hit the 7 key to bring it up to the retract level of 0.750. I'm going to hit C once. So what we've got left is all of our honeycomb is taken out of the area, and we've got a nice 1/2-inch hole in the middle, and that is the demonstration of a pocket. Thank you for watching.